What's good, YouTube? It's Kari here, and I'm back with another shoe review, but this time it's of the Sabrina 2s. Let's get right into it. So these here are the Sabrina 2s. This is Sabrina's second signature shoe with Nike. I honestly never really heard about the Sabrina 1s when they first came out, and after a while of looking into more shoes and getting more into this niche of shoe collection, I started to hear a lot of buzz about the Sabrina 1s once they started going on sale and stuff. And people were starting to compare them to a lot of other shoes. And then I started hearing that the Sabrina 2s were going to come out and that they were going to be just as great or even better and probably one of the best shoes in the year. That statement isn't really too far off because these are definitely one of the greatest shoes I've ever played in. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why. So this is my performance review. I customized these shoes by myself with the Nike by You option. What I really like about the Sabrina 2s is that they take a keen resemblance to the Kobe 5s, Kobe 6s in my opinion. And the Kobe 6s, protros, those pink ones, I don't really remember the colorway, but that's the kind of, like, that was the colorway I was trying to go for with these, like the Kobe 5s and the Kobe 6s, the pink colorway that they had. And they look exactly like the shoe. And I tried to make it somewhat similar to that shoe as well. And I think I did a decent job. I really like the colorway. I've seen some people, like, a little bit of similarities to the one I made. I don't think I've seen someone make exactly what I made, but I like it because it feels unique to me. If you guys are wondering how I made this shoe and the colorways I chose and the placements I used to place them in the places I placed them to get this shoe made how it is, let me know if you want me to drop a shorts video, and I'll drop a video on how to make this specific shoe. Without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the performance and how these shoes perform and why I think these are a shoe you should try and pick up, considering I think they might be one of the best basketball shoes for 2024 going into 2025. So let's talk about traction. Like always, traction is the most important thing to me. I'm starting a different ranking system, and I'm gonna go out of 5 instead of out of 10 because out of 10 feels like a very wide margin to really go off of. For the Sabrina 2s, first and foremost, I'd give these a 10 out of 10 traction. I'd definitely say they're S tier. These stick right out of the box. You don't really have to warm up the rubber. As soon as you get on the court, you get a really good grip. You can stop on a dime. This shoe moves perfect for that. So the traction pattern for this shoe is a modified herringbone pattern. This is the traction pattern for the Sabrina 2s. So what I find from this traction pattern, it gives quick changes of direction in an instant. Like it feels instantaneous. It moves with the way you want to move and the quick moves that you are trying to do. This shoe helps you perform everything and anything that you want to do on the court. The traction, you don't slip. I don't think I've noticed me slipping out in these shoes once at all, honestly. And what I try to do when I'm testing shoes, I don't even like to try and wipe when I'm testing in shoes just to see how well the traction can really keep up. And I didn't feel the need to wipe under these at all. They get a really good bite from even on a clean to a dusty court. Maybe if you're on a really dusty court, you might have to get a wipe in here and there. But even then, these shoes, I feel like they really do grip, and they stay true to this traction and how good the traction is, even if you're playing for a long amount of hours. So out of 5, I definitely give this traction a 5 out of 5. They're definitely great and one of the best tractions I've ever played in all of the shoes that I have. Honestly, these are really great, and I was really surprised out of the box how good they were when I first started playing in them. So now I'm going to talk about containment. They have a dynamic internal containment system in this shoe. With a fit band and stitch cables that allow you to control every single movement from lateral, quick shifts and turns to anything really. When they're talking about the stitch bands and the fit cables, these are the cables that they're referring to that offer really great support when you're locking down the shoe for containment. And then the fit band is this here fitting part that helps stretch around your foot and conforms around your foot for a good one-of-one fit. So that's what I really like about this shoe for containment, especially when the way the mesh is for the laces, the shoelace, the eye stay, the way they lace up towards the top of your foot, they give a lot of containment. You don't feel yourself really going anywhere in the shoe, especially when you tie the laces down. And right out of the box, sometimes out of other shoes, you have to feel like you have to tie down the laces a few times or after a few plays in them to really get that fit that really secures your foot and doesn't loosen out the laces. These right out of the box, when you tie them up and you lace them to however you want, that's the position your foot's gonna really be in for the rest of your playing time. And I like that a lot. My foot's not moving around. I went true to size with this. And I'm gonna talk about the sizing afterwards. But out of 5, Containment with these, I definitely give it a 5. I felt no issues with heel slippage. I felt no moving around in the toe box. I was really one with the shoe. From traction to Containment, I definitely give it a 5 out of 5. This is one of the greatest shoes I've ever played in. So now we're gonna talk about comfort. So in the forefoot, there's an air zoom unit that gives you a responsive pop and speed when you're pushing off with the shoe. And then in the midsole, there's 2 types of foams. Their first foam being their new Cushlon foam that they added into this shoe. And then another foam, which is firmer, wraps around that first initial foam to provide a better stability. And that's what the stiffness in the firm second foam is for. The first foam gives you a really soft, plush feeling when you step into the shoe. And that feeling really lasts throughout the whole time you're playing. I don't feel any issues in comfort when I'm playing in these shoes. Like, I can play in these shoes for hours on end. When you first step into the shoes, it literally feels to me like you're walking on clouds. I noticed that I keep a shoe of rotations when I'm playing. So one of the other shoes I'm testing right now is the Book 1s. And I noticed that I was playing in the Book 1s, and as soon as I stepped into these, it felt super light, soft, and comfortable, but ready to perform and give me everything that I wanted to put into the shoe, no matter what moves I was making. And it lasted throughout the whole time I would be playing in them. And I feel no issues when it comes to comfort, when it comes to containment, when it comes to traction. Everything about this shoe is honestly S tier. Like, I wouldn't really fault anything wrong that they could have did with the shoe. There's not really any critiques I can give this shoe to be any better than it really is. It really is just a great shoe in my opinion. This shoe is super light. It's not heavy. You don't feel like they're weighing you down. You don't have really like knee pain as much as other shoes like they would say for the Volume 7s, or I hear the Anthony Edwards ones are really bad for your knees because of how heavy they feel. With these, they're super light, comfortable. They contain your feet really well. You don't feel like you can get hurt in these for real. I haven't experienced any types of issues with my ankles, even though ankle support is very limited here. I haven't really felt any real. I haven't felt like I've been in real danger with these shoes when it comes to support and anything, traction. This shoe overall has been great. So comfort, I definitely give it a 5 as well. This is the insole. It's very thin, so it's not really much to it, but it's still soft and decent enough to give you a good amount of cushion before you're on to the actual sole of the shoe. This shoe is very low to the ground. You get a lot of great court feel. Heel to toe transition is really nice. The compression in the heel. Throughout this video, I'm gonna be putting up clips of me playing in these. I was just messing around after runs, and I was getting like a dunk in, and I came down on my foot really awkward, but it didn't hurt coming down. I came down like pretty hard and awkward. Compressing in this shoe is really nice, coming down from a high jump or a hard drop. Like, it feels very nice and comfortable in the heel. From the forefoot to the heel, even in the middle of the shoe, everything about it is really just great. And this being super light, it literally feels like you're playing in Kobe's. Like, you can sprint up and down the court without feel like you're exerting so much energy and like it's weighing you down. This shoe is honestly great. Now I'm going to talk about the price of the shoe. If you guys didn't know, I'm Canadian, so prices for me compared to Americans and other places in the world, I feel like my prices are a lot higher. And these shoes retail at $170 Canadian. I'm pretty sure that's probably like $150 maybe or $140 American. And $170 is a pretty hefty price, and that's not even the price to customize the shoe yourself. To customize the shoe yourself, it's $210 Canadian. It's a heavy price, honestly, but I feel like for this shoe and how much it gives you, and how much tech is in the shoe to make it feel the way it does, and to be able to play in it the way that you do, I think that price is honestly worth it. It is an expensive price to pay. But I definitely think it's worth it, and I understand why the price of this shoe is at what it is. So if you're trying to like save on a shoe, or get a budget shoe where you can get the same performance as these, there's definitely other options out there. But for the price of this, it definitely gives you what you're paying for, and the longevity of it is very nice as well. The grooves are very deep in the traction. The breathability is really nice. My foot doesn't get too hot in the shoe. Other than the price, that would probably be the only thing I would probably rank like a 2 out of 5, because it is an expensive shoe. But this is a shoe I would highly recommend everyone to get. Guards, mainly guards, and small forwards or people who are quick and shifty, these shoes are very light. They'll support your feet very well and conform to whatever you want to do on the court. So for all my guards out there, and if you're looking for a nice shoe for guards to really play in and last you a long time, I definitely suggest the Sabrina 2s. You really can't go wrong with these. They're a great shoe overall, and overall I'd probably give these shoes like a nice 4.8. I give these shoes a nice 4.8. 5. The only thing is really the price. Other than that, this shoe hasn't let me down at all. They're very comfortable. They're very light. Traction is amazing, and that's one of my best. That's one of my favorite things in shoes. If the traction is good, it can take you a long way. But also that the comfortability in the shoe is really nice. You really can't go wrong with this shoe. So with all that being said, if I have any more clips of me playing the shoes, I'll let them go on for the rest of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely recommend you guys getting this shoe. The Sabrina 2s are not a letdown. I definitely rank them like a good 5 out of 5, honestly. Other than the price, there's nothing wrong with this shoe. Let me know you guys' thoughts, and if you guys want me to drop how I made these shoes, the Nike by You version. Let me know what shoes you guys would like to see me try next and do a performance review on. The next shoe video that I'm going to drop is going to be on the book ones that I have here. I got a lot of decent clips in those, and I'm excited to get that video out for you guys. So let me know what other shoes you guys want me to review, and I'll try and get those out for you guys. And let's try and get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, keep smiling, and keep hooping. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Much love.